Welcome back, welcome back. Well, sorry guys, that's another show. Apologies. Hopefully I didn't lose you after that horrific singing there. Anyways, welcome back. Thanks again for joining me. We have 3 returns on our latest TTM successes here. Our first one is a 3 of 3, and it was 9 days, and there was no fee for this gentleman. Former Met, Mr. Terry Leach. Very cool sig. There he is on the 86 Topps card. On the 83 Donruss. Loving that hair. And his 1982 Topps Future Stars card with Tim Larry and future manager Ron Gardenhire. Right there. So, that's what? All right, a little something about Mr. Terry Leach. Over his 11-year career, Mr. Leach, who was mainly a reliever, was 38-27 with a 3.15 ERA, 10 career saves, and 331 strikeouts. He actually played his college ball for the Auburn Tigers, who produced the likes of Mr. Bo Jackson and Mr. Frank Thomas, among many others. Over his career, he played for the Mets, Royals, Twins, and the White Sox. He actually won a World Series ring as a member of the 1991 World Champion Twins. Interestingly enough, he played in 6 games with the Mets during the 1986 championship season. He wasn't on the postseason roster, but in 1995 he was given a World Series ring by the Mets. I guess technically making him a 2-time World Series winner. Excuse me. He may have had one of the best pitched games in Mets history. On the second to last day of the 1982 season, he was forced to start the game due to an injury to the scheduled starter. He pitched a 10-inning, 1-hit shutout versus the Phillies that day. Pretty impressive. And finally, did you know, in 1987, with injuries to Bob Ojeda and Doc Gooden being sent to rehab, Terry Leach started in the rotation. He responded with 10 straight wins to start the season, which is a Mets record to this day. He finished that season 11-1 with a 3.22 ERA and 61 strikeouts. He's actually an impressive company. Of those 11 wins, he pitched another shutout, marking the 3rd of his career, putting him second only to Satchel Paige's 4 shutouts among pitchers who made at least 150 relief appearances and 30 or fewer starts. And I totally understand Mr. Paige was over 40 when he finally was given a chance to play in the majors, but I mean, for Terry Leach, it's still pretty cool to be second only to Mr. Paige in any category. So, congrats there. Very cool stat indeed. Excuse me. All right. This next player was actually a teammate of Mr. Leach as well with the Twins. He is a homegrown talent who was born in Minneapolis and spent his entire career with the Twins. And that person is, in case you haven't guessed, Mr. Kent Herbeck. And he was 2 of 2, 11 days, and 5 per. There he is on the 84 Topps. There. And on the 83 Flair, Mr. Hrbek. All right, a little something about Mr. Hrbek. For his 14-year career, he batted .282. He had 293 home runs, 903 runs scored, 1,086 ribbies, and 1,749 career hits. He was a 2-time World Series champ in 1987 and 1991. His number 14 was retired by the Twins, and he is a member of the Twins Hall of Fame. Surprisingly enough, he was only voted as an All-Star once. That was in his rookie season in 1982. He finished that season second in Rookie of the Year voting to, you guessed it, the Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. In 1987, he helped lead the Twins to the World Series title, their first in Minnesota, excluding the when they were the Washington Senators, when they won their first title as a franchise. He hit .285 that season with 34 home runs, 90 ribbies, while scoring 85 runs. Not too bad. Pretty solid season. And did you know Mr. Herbeck was one of 7 twins to play on both World Series squads in '87 and '91. The others being Randy Bush, Greg Gagne, Kirby Puckett, Al Newman, Gene Larkin, and Dan Gladden. And thank you, Mr. Hrbek, as well as Mr. Leach, for signing those. Very cool. Awesome returns there. All right, finally, our next player hails from Puerto Rico. He actually played youth ball with Bernie Williams and Hall of Famer Ivan Rodriguez. In case you haven't guessed it, he is Mr. Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gon. This was a 5 of 5, 17 days, and no fee, which is awesome. Very nice of him to sign it. Thank you so much. We have him here on this 92 Donruss. Awesome signature. This 92, 93, sorry, Topps. Looks great. 1990 Donruss rookie. His 1990 Upper Deck rookie. And finally on this pretty cool, I like how this set came out. 1994 Bomb Squad Donruss card, triple play. Very cool. I believe these were insert in that set. I think it came out pretty nice. The signature definitely pops there. And we'll put this one here. All right, Mr. Gonzalez played 17 seasons for the Rangers, Tigers, Indians, and Royals. He was a 3-time All-Star, 2-time AL MVP, 6-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and is in the Rangers Hall of Fame. For his career, he batted .295 with 434 homers, 1,936 hits, 1,061 runs scored to go with 1,404 runs batted in. Phenomenal. I'll never forget, in 1998, I thought he was going to eclipse 200 RBIs that season. He actually finished with 157 ribbies, 45 homers, 110 runs scored, while batting .318, winning the MVP award. He was that talent that could hit for power and average. Had an uncanny ability when runners were on base to drive them in. It was unbelievable, and it was, it was a lot of fun to watch. I was definitely excited that he was in the AL, not the NL, to be honest with you. I mean, not to get into the whole PEDs, but steroids or no steroids, I don't understand how he isn't in the Hall of Fame. Without getting into whether it's cheating, into that topic, but you know, in all honesty, we know Ozzie Canseco and Jeremy Giambi took PEDs, and they were nowhere near their siblings. You definitely need talent, not just PEDs. So that's a discussion for another day. And that's one of those discussions where I guess no one's ever going to change the other person's mind. But I mean, at some point, I'm sure a lot of these players are going to get in. So, all right, finally, a little did you know. Of the 31 players in MLB history to win multiple MVP awards, there are 4 of them who are eligible for the Hall of Fame that are not in. If you want to pause and try and guess who they are. The 4 of them are, as many of you probably know, Barry Bonds, Roger Maris, Dale Murphy, and you guessed it, Mr. Juan Gonzalez. The others are Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and A-Rod, but obviously Trout and Pujols are still active, and A-Rod will not be eligible for the Hall until 2022, I believe. So something to think about, something to ponder. We'll see how that all turns out in the end. Whether or not these players find their way into immortality at Cooperstown. Time will tell. All right. That'll do it for today. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Hrbek, and Mr. Leach for the phenomenal returns and for signing. It is much appreciated. And a big thank you to everyone out there for watching, for the support. Thanks again. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, comment. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Be safe. And thank you again. Bye-bye.